Coming up over this way, we'll get a good seed stockpile that will be the same length as the farms. Then we'll also open up, so we want it to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want it to be right here is going to be the opening. Did I do this right? Oh no, we're going to have it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this would be the opening. But then we can also have an opening right here. Who do we have? Ox! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the treehouse. Thank you so much for joining us, and I do hope you enjoy your stay. Oops, I wanted to hit X. There we go. So yeah, that'll be good because that'll be before we get to the fields and then after the fields. And then we'll have fields in here as well. That'll be a stockpile for seeds only. And then around the corner from this, let's get a nice big stockpile for food. Both prepared and unprepared. In fact, do we want to divvy it out? So this will be unprepared food. So like actually our plump helmets and the like. And then right up here we'll have a smaller stockpile for just prepared food. Oops, it's not even at all. Wait, did I even make this even? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ooh boy, I'm glad I got that right now. Now this is better. Now that's better. Whew. All right. Almost made a great mistake. A Graves mistake. So yeah, this will be for just prepared food. This will be for just unprepared food. This will be for seeds. In fact, we don't even need to connect this here. We can just have it be off like this. This will be just for seeds. And this doesn't look even right now, but I promise you it'll look better once we have the actual farms in. Because we're going to have farms that are specifically designed to be more efficient as far as potash goes. We have like the largest designation you can have before it goes up to the next amount of fertilizer you need. Yeah. All right. So let's take another look here. Is there anything else we need? This training area being around in its own little corner is kind of nice. This being the place. I don't know how kennels work. I think that's like actually a thing you can build. Yeah, kennels. I don't know what exactly they are. So they're that size. Let's actually look this up because I've been wondering about this ever since like the beginning of starting to play this game. So we're going to go kennels, Dwarf Fortress. A kennel is a large 5x5 workshop for an animal trainer. What does it do? It allows a capturing of small animals. Oh, this is different. So you capture and tame animals with this one. But now you do it in animals. Okay, so I don't actually need a kennel at all. It's not actually something I'm ever going to need. Shells can only be got from cleaning one's caught. It used to work. We could bring turtles. Not sure what version changed this, and you can buy turtles and get shells from merchants. Thought embark method worked. Thankfully, only dwarfs with a preference for shells will request them. So let's just hope we didn't get anyone with a preference for shells. You know, you never know. We could have gotten lucky. Absolutely could have gotten lucky. Whoops, I'm in the wrong thing. So now we can come back in here. So I won't worry about it too much then. Eventually we'll send some fisher dwarves down into the caves maybe once we clear out the first cavern layer. But for now, I think this is all good. This is all good in the hood. And yeah, I like how this is set up. So now we just need them to execute it. This will be a big long thing for them to do. We also want a finished goods stockpile, which I think I'm going to put directly across from my trade depot. There's two ways I could do this. I could try to keep the finished goods stockpile like in here. I could have it come up this way and be in here, or I could have it come down from these stairs and be in here. And all that really changes is where it's connected to and then where I want to like kind of put my different doors for entrances. Having the two options right now, I'm thinking of putting a drawbridge right here that then folds up and closes off the fortress part of it, as well as having a separate one out in the very front that will close off the whole thing, and then one for the library, one for the tavern, so that different things can be closed at different times. so that, you know, people can still come and visit my library maybe while I'm under siege. If they really want to do that, you know, that's up to them. It's their own risk. I won't stop them. And also so that tavern people might be able to run away should an attack come if we still want to just block ourselves off. And maybe some of them will escape. I have faith in them. So do we want our finished goods to be accessible from up there? I think not. I think where we want a finished goods stockpile to live is right in here. So let's see, what would be a good distance? So if we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oops, we're trying to place doors right now. That's not what we want. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, this looks good. Then we can come out by 2 and go a nice, so over to here, go up by 10, up by 20 even, just make this a nice big stockpile for finished goods. Yeah, that seems reasonable. That seems very reasonable. Just basic finished goods can be brought in there. Okay. Oh, we've been paused for way too long. Let's finally unpause. All the planning has been done, and we can get all this stuff taken care of. Once our miners wake up. Once our miners stop being asleep. Yeah, we definitely want to bring in the animals. Wait, where are they? They're up here. Bring in the animals. Bring in... we should pasture this yak. What other stuff do we have? We came with a horse and a yak. Let's get them pastured. We'll bring in the pigs. We'll bring in the dogs. We'll bring in the turkeys. We'll let the cat roam free. The cat can do whatever it wants. The cat will take an owner at some point, I'm sure. But let's go ahead and make a nice pasture zone just right over the top of this. Let's make it this big so that hopefully those two can actually... You know what? I'm one layer up. Let's make a floating pasture, eh? Actually, that seems like a good idea. Am I removing zones? Jeez. The inefficiency is showing through. Well, why is it letting me do it so much bigger this time? Oh, probably because it hasn't actually registered that. Click. Yeah, that's what's going on. There we go. There we go. It's like this. Bam. Zone. N. Pen or pasture. Set information. We want the horse. We want the bull. Bam. All right. Now hopefully they should be able to eat there just fine and stay alive for a little while. And are our miners on duty yet? They're kind of half on duty. Oh, they came down from the top. He's got no way back. That's really funny, actually. Now, we're going to have to kind of work fast to get these farms put in so that the cave grass doesn't grow in underneath where we want our farms to be. So there we go. We're going to go B. We're going to go P. We're going to bring this over here. And we want it to be a 3 by 5. Because 15 is still 4 things of potash, I believe. Or maybe it's still 3. It's every 4, so it's 4, 8, 12. Yeah, so this is still 3 things of potash with almost the same yield as 16 things, which would be 4 things of potash. And I have not updated to 4205. This is still actually 4203. I'm way back. I'm just sticking with starter packs and also not being super on top of things because I'm doing kind of more extended playthroughs. The yak will just immediately eat my entire pasture. Alright, it'll probably get slaughtered once the butcher's shop gets finished then. That's fair. If it's too big, it can't live. That is a-okay. I can live without it. Now we're going to want a 1 by 3 here. And a 1 by 3 here for some of the things we have less seeds of. This one is going to be for pigtails almost immediately, and this one's going to be for plum helmets once it gets finished. Yep, so we can go ahead and go BP, UUUUKK. And right here, we're going to place 1 for plump helmets. This we're going to let kind of be as is for a little bit. We'll put in more 1 by 3s along the way. But yeah, so the yak will eat my entire pasture. Alright, let's, we'll do something about it soon. We'll change what we've done for him. Now this has worked out quite nicely. We've gotten lucky as far as where there's actually dirt and where there isn't. Let's go ahead and set up a seed stockpile. Then this will be a food... nope, we can't actually do that one yet. But we can do the prepared food stockpile. So let's go ahead and set the settings up for these. So not animals, food, but not... We want to block all actually, but then just allow seeds. Permit, not enable. Then we're going to come up to this one. We're going to go enable food, disable animals, block all, but then allow prepared food. Okay. Then, finally, once this is dug out, we'll get a food stockpile for... Oops. That's really annoying, actually. That's really annoying. Oh well, we'll leave it be for now. I'll fix it later. It's weird that he hadn't dug the whole thing out yet. Oh, I see. This isn't dug out. Is this dug out? Yeah, it is. And this is just a pretty standard food stockpile. So we're going to come in, we're going to say no prepared food, and no seeds, but everything else is just fine. Oh, and these we can start to plant things. We want always pigtails when we can. We want always plum helmets when we can. We want always sweet pods when we can on this one. We want always cave wheat from this one. We'll plant dimple cups later because we have no need for dye just yet. It'll be fine. He gave him his own pasture somewhere, so I'll give them 2 different pastures. How much do I need for a horse? I think, so let's see, let's go grazing animals DF. Grazer. So let's see, is this 42 updated? This is... Oh, it's not actually giving us the values. So going by this older version, we would need 256 squares for a yak and 169 squares for a horse. So about 400 squares altogether. How many squares do we have here? We have 500 squares. So by the logic of pre-42, this should be enough, reasonably, for the both of these guys. So we can hope, but I'm probably going to slaughter the yak soon anyways, so no worries. It's not going to be any kind of problem. Let's go BWU, get our butcher right here. Let's build it out of chalk blocks, quartzite blocks, sure. Let's go, we want a tanners, which is N. That is easily a large enough pasture. All right, cool. Make this also out of quartzite blocks. And then now we need to make a floor right there, so we're going to go... Shift C, floor, and we want quartzite block floor. Bam, everything out of quartzite here. Oh, puppies have been given birth to. We actually want to get some gelding happening real soon, actually, so we don't end up with an overwhelming amount of dogs. We don't want an overwhelming amount of dogs. That would overwhelm us. It's not what we're looking for. So let's actually take a look. So no one has come with gelding. And we haven't even made our farmer's workshop yet. Where's Gelder? Poor ass guy, there is pretty much whatever you want to do in this game. This is very much along the same conceptual line as what Minecraft ended up going for. Super open-ended, super whatever you want to do. This specifically, what I'm up to, I've actually set a personal goal. When I was first doing this, I would just kind of jump in and do whatever came to mind at any given moment. But what I'm doing here right now is I'm setting up kind of the framework to create food and you know, supplies and everything so that I can then come up this way, and in this mountainside, I'm going to make a great library. Because you can now officially, as of the latest version, zone off libraries, taverns, and temples. So you can have libraries that foreign scholars will come and visit. You can have taverns that people will come and stay at for the entertainment. They will drink in, they will tell stories, and they will rent your rooms if you have rooms up here. So that's what I'm going to set up, is lots of rooms for sleeping, as well as a big tavern area down here. And then, of course, you know, you have farming, you have masonry that you have to do, you have carpentry to make your beds. You know, you can make blocks to make different constructions. You have all the different rocks that you mine out of things. Someone still needs to come dig out this trade depot. I only have the one mason, and he's constantly making rock blocks, so let's suspend that briefly so that he can actually come do this. There's metalworking that I'm going to do on this floor, and you can see I've dug a mine all the way down this way so that I can reach tetrahedrite, which is an alloy, or